When Hyundai first introduced the Genesis sedan, no one expected such a competitive, large luxury sedan from Hyundai. Then they introduced the Genesis Coupe. But don't expect a coupe version of the Genesis sedan. This car is a completely different animal. While Hyundais usually handle competently, let's face it, most of them, they're really not that fun to drive. And a Hyundai Genesis Coupe, well, it changes that. The steering is really accurate. It's well weighted. It makes the car really fun to drive. In emergency situations, it's very capable and very confident. It went through our avoidance maneuver very well, but out on the track, with the stability control on, it was very secure, very confident. And as soon as the tail would start to slide or the front end would slide, it would really shut you down. Puts the brakes on and takes away power, actually. Well, this is really good if you are trying to avoid an accident or something in an emergency situation. But it really isn't that good if, say, you want to take this to a closed track and you wanted to really use this car as a performance car. Well, for that, we did turn the stability control off. The car, well, it really shines. It's really balanced. With the amount of power that you have, you can slide the tail out if you want. You can go into four-wheel drift if you want. In the right hands and in the right place, the car is really a blast to drive. The 3.8-liter V6 has plenty of torque, plenty of power, and it sounds great. In fact, it has similar performance to some V8s, but it gets a lot better fuel economy. A turbocharged four-cylinder is also available. We equipped our V6 test car with a 6-speed manual transmission, and that manual transmission was a little bit disappointing. First of all, the gates, they're a little bit notchy, but worse, it's hard to match the revs, especially between first and second gear, which makes it hard to drive smoothly. Another area that the Genesis Coupe doesn't really do well in is ride. It's very stiff and it's busy, even on the highway. So if you were expecting a budget BMW 3 Series Coupe or an Infiniti G37 Coupe, you're going to be a bit disappointed. However, you won't be disappointed by the interior. It's really nicely detailed inside, and the controls, they're simple and they're intuitive. There's plenty of room in the front, and the front seats, they're supportive and they're comfortable and well finished. The rear seat, it's really cramped back there. There's barely enough room for even the smallest children. So the Genesis Coupe defies expectations in many ways, but one thing it has in common with other Hyundais is the fact that it's a great value. This is a well-equipped rear-drive coupe with over 300 horsepower at under $30,000. That's a great deal.